Hood Talk News, we on fire.
Yo, 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 what's good, man? We got another one for y'all today, man. We got another one. Man, we got Reggie, man. And he's discussing the Tupac murder case. He went on the news channel, man, and he's talking about, you know, everything to him being accused by Keefe D, all that stuff. And we're gonna get into how, you know, the bad boy in the death row beef started, man. But with no further ado, y'all, let's get into it.
Reggie Wright Jr. saying it was Wright who orchestrated the hit. Now, it's a strange theory because of who Reggie Wright is, a former Compton police officer who was the head of security for Death Row Records and Tupac on the night of his killing. Why would someone paid to protect Tupac want him dead? You know who better to ask? Nobody than the man himself, Reggie Wright Jr. Reggie, thanks so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it. This must be a really interesting time for you, 30 years in the making, seeing this. He's pointed the finger at you, Keefe D. Why? I mean, let's be clear. Did you have anything to do with this whatsoever?
Nothing at all to do with this. And thanks for having me on your show, Jesse.
You got it.
But
Boy, Keefe said it was you, Reggie. Then he said it wasn't you. Then he said it was you. Then he said it wasn't you. Then he said it was you. Well, let's get into it.
It's crazy. A person that all three of his previous attorneys has called him a habitual liar. Now he's making this claim. And now, you know, unfortunately, I got to go and deal with this. But I don't mind because I know we're going to eventually get justice for Tupac.
Man, the jury ain't going to know who to believe. Because when his attorney get up there and say, this guy is a liar, they're going to be like, hold on, we don't know what to believe, man.
Why did he even implicate you?
Oh, well, there has not been anyone on social media for the last maybe 10 years that has been calling for this arrest to happen. And he, you know, it bothers him that I have been on social media and just pointing this out. And there's another gentleman by the name of Mike Dorsey that started a petition and that submitted it to Vegas for this case to be open. And thank God that they eventually decided to open the case. And then now we see what happened.
So when Keefe D was allegedly saying for all these years in book, the interviews, all this documentary, that he was involved, that he orchestrated it, but now he's saying that he was just exaggerating it. Who do you believe? Which version?
Oh, definitely the version of the book. The version that he said when he was facing 25 years of life, there was no money being offered for interviews or anything like that in 2008. And then he later gave in 2011 the same exact
same exact thing. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Everything else he talked about, it was all over the place. You know what I'm saying? 1 minute Reggie was sitting in the car. He thought Reggie was, like he said in the first interview, when he was proud of shooting Tupac down, when he thought he wasn't going to jail. He said, man, I thought Reggie was going to bust back. I seen him. You know what I'm saying? I looked right at him. Then he went on to say it was Reggie that did it, man. Come on, man.
Statements to law enforcement.
Who do you think the shooter was? Because Keefe D originally said his nephew Orlando Anderson was the shooter. There's been other theories about that. Suge Knight says he knows who it was, but he says, you know, we won't say who it was. Do you have a theory about who pulled the trigger?
Well, Suge Knight used this as a weaponization. Whoever's he mad at the time is who he blames for having to do with the death of Tupac Shakur. He done named about 5 different people. And then he also said that Tupac's alive. So Tupac and Keefe D have one thing in common. They both were major liars. But it's hard to say. I believe Keefe D version about Orlando, but the other gentleman that said it on that side of the vehicle in the rear passenger seat, there's a slim chance. Possibly could have been. But as Keefe D said, Orlando took the gun that he gave to him, reached across, and fired. And generally, the person that's been assaulted, they're the angriest at the time. And so they have the motive to do it.
Let me ask you this. So you were in Vegas that night. I believe you were at the nightclub that they were driving to, getting things ready. Was there a security plan in place? Was it thought that Tupac might have a threat on his life? Talk to me about what was happening then.
Well, we have an entourage of maybe about 10 homeboys is always with them. And generally we have 2 security guards that are signed that are retired or off-duty police officers that works for me.
Yeah, y'all, that's what I meant to say. He said everything right, you know what I'm saying? Everything the right way, you know what I'm saying, when it came to, you know, when he thought he wasn't going to jail. He said everything right, y'all. But the minute he found out he was going to jail, the story started changing up. But everything was right until that point. Like everywhere he told the story about Pac, he told it the same exact way. You know what I'm saying? Now, since he got jammed up, all the stories are changing up. You know what I'm saying? They going all type of ways now. But you, boy, you was on point when you thought you weren't going to jail.
That particular night, we only had one. I had another gentleman that arrived late, and because he said he got a late arrest, I wasn't notified of it. Not saying that even if I was notified of it, I would have thought that they had sufficient amount of security with them, because I know of all the death row staff security that was along with them as well.
How did you find out Tupac was shot, by the way?
By 2 gentlemen that came from the scene, ran up to me inside the nightclub and told me that, hey, Suge and Pac just got shot. They just got shot down the street. I didn't believe them. Yeah. But we had several police officers working the front door of the club, on duty Las Vegas police officers, and they started taking off. And there was an attorney with me.
Me personally, y'all, I don't feel this dude got anything to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to look at if they thought, because, you know, every time somebody get mad at this dude, and I ain't defending this dude because I don't know him from a can of paint, but all I see is every time somebody get mad at this dude, you know what I'm saying, he the one that did it. But one thing I don't understand is like, that confused me about the whole thing is like, why would Suge have this dude running his company if he know he had something to do with the Tupac incident? Come on, man. You found out the day you got mad at him that he was involved? Man, we gotta call it like it is, man. We can't be delusional and looking at stuff in the way we want to look at it because we like this person or like that person. You know what I'm saying? Why would you, Suge making himself look stupid by saying this guy got anything to do with it, man? Because why would you have this guy running your company, working for you, after you said you seen the person who did it, you know the people involved and everything? Come on, man.
By the name of George Calise, that was standing right next to me, and he and I went and talked to the cops. They told him that Suge and them were down there, had just been shot. And myself and Mr. Calise and another one of my security guards jumped in the car and started heading that way, and eventually to the hospital.
Were you ever questioned by investigators about what happened that night?
No, sir. I went with Mr. Knight when he went down to be interviewed.
And then somebody said he did it because Tupac fired him. Come on, man. The man was still working for Death Row. Because Pac didn't want to with him. They still had other celebrities over there, Snoop and everybody else, man. You know what I'm saying? But the point being is he still was working for Death Row, so that didn't make him want to hurt nobody. I don't think kill nobody when you still got your job. Come on, man. Suge would have had to been paying this man $150,000 a day to want to kill somebody for getting fired from a security job, man. Come on, man. You risking your life more than you getting paid.
I transported him to meet with the investigators, but never questioned until about 2021, 2022, when they started reopening the investigation on the incident.
And are you planned to be called as a witness at this trial in any way?
I have been subpoenaed and currently making arrangements to be there next week.
You know he gonna be there. This dude is an ex-cop. Why wouldn't he be there? Everybody know he gonna show up.
However, you know, whether I get called or not is still up in the air, but they have subpoenaed me, and that's the plan.
Man, I think Keefe D gonna take this deal, y'all. I think he gonna plea out. I think he gonna plea out once he see, okay, Reggie coming to court on me, then they got this or that. I think he gonna plea out because there's no way he's gonna go in here with a public pretender and win this is a serious case, man. This is a high profile case. And y'all really think this dude finna walk out of there with a public defender? Come on, man.
And let me just ask you this. Do you plan to maybe take any legal action against
That's like saying OJ could have whooped his case with a public defender.
Keefe D for his accusations?
He's what you call judgment proof. What would that do for me? I'd love to see the justice for Tupac when the jury come back with their verdict.
Well, listen, I know this is a tough time, right? I know you were close with Tupac. I know this is...
Man, we got Hey, listen, I'm going to pull back just a little bit on Vladimir, y'all. Because Vladimir really solved this case. He the one who turned Keefe D in. I'm going to give you a little point, Vlad, but you still a coach of vulture now. I'm going to give you a little point. You trying to back up talking about something you ain't going to get investigated. Nothing. Y'all already gave it to him, man. You already gave it to him, Vladimir. You the number one detective on this case. You solved the Tupac murder. Now, we got to give him. He a coach of vulture, but he came back, you know what I'm saying, and he gave us a little payback. You know what I'm saying? He helped us out a little bit because he solved this Tupac case, man. Hey, you want to go to jail? Go on, Vlad.
You know, over 30 years in the making, almost 30 years in the making. So listen, you got an open platform. Come back anytime you want to talk about the case. After you testify as well, we'd love to hear from you. And I really appreciate you taking the time, Reggie Wright. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Well, so man, now we got old Wacky One Time, man. And he on this podcast, man, with the dude Loon. Shout out to Loon, man. He gets some good podcast and he don't hold back, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, with no further ado, Wacky One is breaking down how, you know, the split, the beef between Death Row and Bad Boy started. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this, y'all.
I'm saying, boy, Suge, though, there's so many stories about him smacking this or doing this to Dre. They had a couple stories. They say he done shit to Dre with these rappers and producers and shit. So I don't know how you view that.
Let me tell you what he did to Dre. He made Dre reach into himself and challenge himself. Now, let's talk about it. Death Row, yes, Suge's company. Suge is a marketing genius. That's his strength. Running the company, the creativity of it, all that, that's Dre, that's Reggie, that's all.
And I think Suge was what, after Dre went through all that with NWA, was exactly what Dre needed. You know what I'm saying? Somebody with that muscle that, you know what I'm saying, that push his talent through the door, because Dre been talented. You know what I'm saying? He the one who was holding up Ruthless with them tracks and everything. You know what I'm saying? Him and Ice Cube. So, yeah, but Suge, man, you should have did the right thing by these guys, man. Look where we at now.
He's up. Even Snoop, you got to get with the Snoop.
Yeah,
because,
shout out to Snoop.
Okay, watch this.
Shout out to Snoop.
Prior to Tupac going to jail, all the BS that was going on with Tupac in the streets with law enforcement and all that, you ever heard Suge mention the Tupac? You know where him going to get Tupac out of jail come from? Snoop.
I didn't know that.
Snoop Dogg said.
Yeah, Snoop said that. Snoop, I don't know how true it is because a lot of people say it ain't true and a lot of people say it is true. I don't know, but hey, they say Snoop the one who told him to go get him, and we all know Snoop was running Death Row at that time. Snoop made Death Row now. Pop just kept it going.
Go get him.
We need to go get him. We need him.
Yeah.
Everybody turned their back on him. Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Right? Suge listened to him. He went and did what he did, right? This is why it hurt Snoop so much when Pac turned on him the way he turned on him. Because you got to remember, while you was in jail, Snoop was cool with Bad Boy. While you was on the street doing what you was doing, Snoop was cool with Bad Boy.
But yeah, don't see, that's the problem I be having with some of these dudes, man. They jump out there on their own and say they riding with you, right? But when they smooth things down with the person that you going against, guess what? They want you to smooth things down. When you already out in this fire, you know what I'm saying? It's too late to turn back. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. If you really don't want that beef don't dive into it with a dude telling them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this what it is. West Coast all day and all this stuff. Cause Snoop them went over there stepping on buildings and stuff, and them dudes came. Biggie sent them dudes to shoot up they little video shoot. You know what I'm saying? Pac was already feeling how he felt about him, you know what I'm saying? So when all this stuff went down, Pac say, hey, let's just join forces. And guess what? Snoop was with it. Snoop was with it, man. He's all in the interviews showing us he was with it. Don't be down. Listen, let me tell y'all a quick story. I had a homeboy, right? One thing we knew about this dude, right? That this was the homeboy. If you finna go fight or do any type of violent stuff, now this dude bigger than an ox, but he's not violent. And we understand that. So guess what? One day we going to the school to fight. Guess what? We say, hey man, you ain't gonna fight. You might as well get out the car. Guess what he did? He politely got out the car. And guess what? We respected him the next day. We respected him after that, man. Because he didn't put it on no front like Snoop did. You can't have nobody in war. You know, y'all going to war, man. You see what's going on. Pac really was real about this. He felt, you know what I'm saying, however he felt about the shooting situation. You know what I'm saying? So don't tell him, don't jump into war with a dude and then want to back down when the dude all in the war, and then they reach out to you or whatever, you run into them and they like, man, there ain't no beef. And then you like, man, forget what Pac talking about. I would have felt some type of way too, man. For real.
Now, we all know and understand.
Get out the car if you ain't gonna fight before the fight start. That's the bottom line.
That Suge is letting you run your play. Wasn't no death row bad boy problems prior to that. Right. But when you get out.
One more thing, y'all. Ice Cube, them, Doughboy, they respected Trey when he got out the car. He respected him because he said, no, I don't want nothing to do with this. Let me out the car. So you know what they did? They let him out before he snitch on them or back down, and when it's time for war, they let him out the car. That was respect. You know what I'm saying? That's respect when you say you don't want no parts. Pac would have respected the mess out of Snoop if he would have told him in the beginning, look, I'm cool with them, bro, and I'm cool with you. I don't want no war. I don't want no beef. I know I stepped on a couple buildings and stuff, but that wasn't the aim. He should have been man enough to say that.
Suge riding away. Back then, conflict sold units. Yeah. Right? So Suge letting you run your play. You think Bad Boy and Death Row didn't have enough money to get rid of one another? That's what they wanted to do. Yeah. Right?
It felt like they would.
Exactly what I was saying about Keefe D saying Puff sent him. Why? He could have did that any other kind of way, man. They had the money to get snipers. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. And no clues of the killer. Straight up.
Trying to on the low though.
No, it ain't no trying to. You just niggas just making $200-300 million a year.
Well, two of them niggas did get hit now.
Who?
Pac and Biggie gone.
Okay, now let's talk about that. Pac's original beef with Bad Boy is him saying they set me up. Now let's talk about it.
5 times he got hit.
Let's talk about it. Biggie and Puff already at Quad. They don't know you coming to Quad. The only people know you coming to Quad is that paid you to come lay a verse.
Yeah, but I don't gotta know you coming. If I just get wind you there.
No.
I'm gonna tell you like this here. I believe Biggie didn't know because he really loved it, Puff. But I think Puff knew what was going on, and he felt like Biggie loved Pac more than him anyway. You know what I'm saying? He felt like it was a chance Biggie was to walk off with Pac one day. You know what I'm saying? Because he loved the Tupac. Every time Tupac came to town, it's Tupac. And I think Puff envied that. And I think when Jimmy and them and all them was getting together on this here, Puff overheard. He knew what was going on, but he wasn't finna say nothing because he wanted it to happen. He wanted that to happen. He ain't let Biggie know. He ain't let them know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? They ain't they ain't have no idea. They just the artists. You know what I'm saying? They ain't have no idea. But Puff knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we talking about Puff. There's nothing he could have did. He couldn't stop it. You know what I'm saying? But he knew what was going on.
Hold on. You ever been to Quad?
Yeah.
And didn't care.
You up top, you know, you can look down.
Yeah.
Right? They see him when he walking down the
That's
sidewalk.
all you need.
Hold on. He got 15 steps to the to the entry to the lobby, and it's another, 10 steps to that little elevator?
Yeah.
Do you really think Biggie and Puff,
Not
that's
Biggie.
every bit of 90 seconds,
Puff.
had the resources to, within 90 seconds, assemble the team that was going to meet Pac at that elevator? No, they was waiting on him.
Okay, yeah, that makes
So when
sense.
you factor that in,
Right.
they was waiting on.
Now, how do we know that they didn't know he was coming now?
They didn't know he was coming.
Because sometimes, like, you can have...
He was coming to lay a verse.
But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes when a big name is coming to, like with me and Herb, what we finna do with Herbo, where we going at, they are prepared knowing that me and Herbo will be there at this time. Like, so it can be rumblings amongst the people.
Good question. So, okay. We know he coming. We didn't put the shooters outside.
Puff knew he was coming.
To rob him. Not to kill him, to rob him, because they come to rob him. They're going
Right.
to kill him on the sidewalk.
Right.
Man, when you go to rob somebody, man, you don't know what's going to happen, man. A bullet ain't got no eyes, man. Ain't no such thing. I can't rob you. My plans ain't to kill you. What if dude up and say, I ain't getting it up? Then what's your plans? You know what I'm saying? Man, anything could go. When you step out there, when you busting guns, when you're robbing, when you're doing anything with a pistol, man, just know somebody can die. Yeah, it can go like that, man.
We seen, boom. Next thing we know, we hear shots. Loon. We hear the shots, and we know that we lined him.
Yeah.
Are we staying in the studio, or are we coming down to the scene?
Staying in the studio. They came down?
They come down.
Biggie them came down, man. You seen how they got Puff, how you walking out. Puff knew what was about to happen, man. Trust that, boy. Puff knew what. Biggie didn't know what was about to happen, but Puff knew, and that's why Biggie was so confused, and you could see it in all the interviews. He didn't understand really what was going on, what Puff aim was, and that's why they got rid of both of them boys. Puff knew that. Sooner or later, Biggie was going to find out the truth behind it, and he wasn't going to mess with him no more, man. He wasn't going to mess with Puff. He was going to cut Puff off, man. Look how Puff did his mama while Biggie was gone. He didn't even take care of his mama, man. That man is a dirty man, man. Come on, man.
Heard the shots. They say, yo, ain't Pac down
Or
there?
if we playing some mental tricks, though. We know mental tricks being played, man.
No, we talking about Biggie and Puff, right? Puff ain't dealing with that type of.
They ain't on that.
The man ain't no punk,
triple
but
crossing
he
and all.
ain't
Yeah, they
running into the.
You got to be deep in to have that type mentality.
You
for sure.
Man, you don't know what that man thinking in his head, man. He wasn't like that with Cassie. We seen that video. Bro, come on, man. You don't know what people thinking in their head or what type of person they is. Wacky bald head, minus 100. Come on, man.
One of them,
for
right?
sure.
You know that go to the funeral, pay for the funeral,
Yeah,
cry
all
with the family,
that.
right?
Nigga,
They not on that.
Right.
Pac looks up, and the first people he see,
It's them down.
y'all did it. Now, what's crazy is the gunman didn't even want to spark him. Pac sparked first. He hit himself. He sparked on the pool.
Damn.
So when he sparked, they spark.
I ain't know that. I ain't never heard
Right?
of that.
They come down. They hear the shots. Yo, ain't come down. He look up. You set me up. Bro.
Look, he was working on the force way back then. We just didn't know him. Look, he know all the details.
They brought the up. They trying to say that we gonna step over and keep moving.
Yeah, for sure.
If we didn't send the people, right? So that whole thing is what brought on the so-called beef. This is why Biggie whole mentality was, nah, man, we ain't did.
Biggie was confused. Puff knew what was going on because he wanted that beef to be between. He wanted to tear them apart, man. But he didn't think Pop was gonna tear down Bad Boy like that. He thought it was just gonna be aimed at Biggie enough for Biggie to get away from him, and he can keep Biggie away from him because he felt the energy that Biggie gave Pac, and he didn't like it. He wanted Biggie to see him like that. Biggie, y'all hate the stories, man. Pac come to town, Biggie go crazy. Puff ain't like that, man. And he the one who was putting them on shows. Come on, man.
Hey, do you really think if them boys had something to do with that, they was that bold to come to Cali? And they had, we ain't did nothing. They ain't understanding sometimes.
What it, nigga, it's perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
Man, shut up. And they thought they was safe. Pac was dead. Suge was in jail. They thought they was safe because of who they is, man. Come on, man. You trying to throw, man, shit, boy.
Yeah.
They don't understand that sometimes.
Yeah, so they played with fire and came on back this week.
I don't think Wack ever heard of the words "get caught slipping." You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. They got caught slipping. They thought it was okay. They thought it was okay, man. Somebody on the West Coast probably assured them, "Oh, y'all good out here, man. Ain't nobody talking about that no more, man. Y'all come out here, man. That man Suge don't run nothing." That's what happened.
Wait,
But then again, let's talk about it. Was Biggie a gangster? Was he a hustler?
a hustler. I don't see him as a gangster.
Was Puff a gangster or a hustler?
A hustler too.
Okay, so the shit we talking about is gangster mentality.
Nigga, nah, it ain't, man. A hustler can be a gangster. You got to think about it. When you a hustler, you got money now. And most gangsters got money. You know what I'm saying? It's just because, you know what I'm saying? Just because you don't see that in that globe you got on top of your head, man. You see everything else. But you playing with money, boy. Hits is getting thrown back and forth, boy. So that's what you talking about don't make no sense, man. I done seen pussies with money. You know what I'm saying? Soon they get some money, now they gangster. They got you knocked off, boy. So Wacky One, what is you talking about, man? The broke gangster, the one that ain't gonna really do nothing.
Yeah.
And they head like, what you got?
The wannabe
Yeah,
gangster.
yeah, we ain't did that.
Yeah, so
But
you
I still don't.
The one that act the hardest, the one that we might look at and say, that's the gangster, the broke dude, is the one that really ain't doing nothing, man. He ain't got the money to supply a war.
I mean, if we know now, was it Smoke in the ad that time with them though, or was that the first interaction where he felt as though him and Bad Boy had a problem?
It was no problems.
It was no problems before
There
that.
was no problems, bro.
And then Pac took that juice and said, "Man, y'all gonna pay for this."
There it went. You know how many I know that started wars on some felonious BS?
Yeah.
You know, and it then went so far that
Listen. I think Pac said this. He was a little mad by the little brother not showing him, you know what I'm saying, no respect when he got his time to shine. You know what I'm saying? After all that work Pac put into Biggie, you know, helping him get on shows and every time he come to town, he linking up with him, you know, a good look for Biggie, you know what I'm saying? And Puffy was tagging right along. And then when they got on, you know what I'm saying, he ain't even mentioned Pac. Not one time, man. You know what I'm saying? Said the name now time, shot him out now time, shot it out everybody else though. You know what I'm saying? So I know Pac felt some type of way. You know what I'm saying? And that could have been a little, you know, hate coming from Puff. You know what I'm saying? But everybody have egos when they get on, man. Everybody have egos. And some people get a chance to snap back and say, hey, man, damn, I've been doing this. Look around, ain't nobody around it, then try to clean it up. But others don't have a chance to do that, man. They get these big old egos and then it turn into a war. You know what I'm saying? With the people you forgot about. The people that help you.
they bet not come out and tell the truth.
Yeah, because there's too much casualties of
too
war,
many
collateral
casualties.
damage.
Now they want to see you cry.
Yeah.
They want to see you about your mama. They want
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They want to see
too
about
far gone.
your kids, and you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it get like that sometimes. This is why you can't just come tell me anything.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, Wacky Bald Head think he know what he be talking about all the time. You know what I'm saying? But it don't take a gangster to supply a war. It don't take a gangster to put out a hit. Most of the time, it ain't gonna be the gangsters that'll get you done. It's the dude that's got that hate in his heart and jealous of you. He ain't no gangster, but he got money to pay somebody that wanna be gangster, because they ain't really gangster, because, you know, the gangster one I say is the one that sending them dummies out to do it. You know what I'm saying? And they stay in the clear. That's the gangster. So is that what Puffy is? Y'all think about it. He stay in the clear all the time. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, y'all tell me what y'all feel in the comments. And don't forget to hype me up, like, share, and subscribe. You rocking with the realest platform on the planet. Hood Talk News. I'm out. Haha. Yeah.
G-Track broke this beat to life.
Way too cool for sports, too
fucking clean for some golden gooses. Pull up on these shits, we popping out, nigga, we making movies. Haters wanna know how we do it, my teacher say I'm a good influence. Put me in a room next to the back, watch me start speaking fluent. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good, she consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could. We get this shit poppin', we dropping niggas off some love. Respected by the realest thugs, never been a thug, but feel every thug needs some love. Caught up in the matrix, wrist shining like Mike Glove. Another 150, that big gon' shine like a light bulb. We gon' keep it slight, cuz any nigga might budge. He ran and got his fellas, cause he jealous and they don't like us. I'm trying to tame the beast and keep the peace, but they ain't right, bruh. They wanna start the beef from living life and they ain't like us. Way too cool for sports, too fucking clean for some golden gooses. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga, we making movies. Haters wanna know how we do it, my teacher say I'm a good influence. Put me in a room next to the back, watch me start speaking fluent. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good, she consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could. We get this shit poppin', we dropping niggas off some love. And haters wanna see us go, we poppin' out this bitch like a motherfucking TV show. More baddies than the baddies, and I ain't tryna get married on some upscale shit. And lil' mama a little savage, goddamn, can I grab it? I'm just playing, but can I grab it? They say the way I flip this money, I should be in gymnastics. Say the way I kill this beat, you should dead it in the casket. Watch the way I'm pulling up, matte black, so nasty. Slow mashing, I let them pull past me. Once I hit the gas, man, they know it's no catching. Competition waiting, faking, hating for no reason. All my competition might be dead in prison. Now I see the vision, stay true to your religion. She made them catch the Holy Ghost, she popped it like a pistol. She made her spin up all his dough by acting like she miss him. Now he got issues, give his ass a tissue. Way too cool for sports, too fucking clean for some golden gooses. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga, we making movies. Haters wanna know how we do it, my teacher say I'm a good influence. Put me in a room next to the back, watch me start speaking fluent. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good, she consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could. We get this shit poppin', we dropping niggas off some love. Way too cool for sports, too fucking clean for some golden gooses. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga, we making movies. Haters wanna know how we do it, my teacher say I'm a good influence. Put me in a room next to the back, watch me start speaking fluent. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good, she consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could. We get this shit poppin', we dropping niggas off some love. Pull up on these shits, we poppin' out, nigga, we making movies. Long as my mama good, long as my daddy good, she consider me the modern day Robin Hood. We get this shit poppin', could've stopped it, nigga, if you could.